Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Wicked Wednesday. I hope you guys are doing well so far. It is August 26th. Okay guys, I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, I do my little introduction sometimes, but I want to jump right into the message so that you can get enough messages for this deck, which is the Journey Oracle deck that I'm using. So let's see what you guys might need to know for today, for August 26th, as we're getting closer and closer to the end of this month. And literally the kids in Canada have one more week and then it's back to school. Okay, I know in the States some of you guys have already went back to school, which I feel for you guys. I really do, because summer just came and went. Okay. So the first card I have here is intuition. Okay, so not sure who this resonates with, but there's something about your intuition either heightening, or you guys are going through an awakening where you guys are leveling up when it comes to your intuition. There's something about you having inner knowing about a situation, or just having inner knowing in general. So even if people tell you certain things, or if they don't tell you, it doesn't really matter. You still find a way to, oh Lord, you still find a way to find out, okay, what's going on. I told you there's bees. Okay, I feel like one is in the car right now and I'm not even gonna fight it anymore. If you come in, you come in. like I'm done. Okay, I'm done. All right. But and this time I actually have on perfume, so this is my fault. Okay, like I should know better. I already know that they attract to my energy, and then me wearing perfume doesn't help. Okay, but yeah, anyway, there's something about you knowing or having an inner knowing. Okay, so intuitively you know something is going on, or like I said, if people are hiding things from you, you just have this inner knowing. But Spirit is saying to follow your intuition at this time, whatever the situation might be. Even if you feel like you want to doubt your intuition, Spirit is saying not to do that. Okay, follow your intuition, follow the guidance that you guys are receiving, follow your path basically. And there also is something about, there's like this secret, okay, hidden energy, secrets, especially with the eclipse coming up just now. It's almost like people are trying to hide things from the collective. I could be wrong though. I feel like the eclipse could be either today or tomorrow, because I did a reading or a blog post about it, but because the days are going by so fast, I will post things a week or two ahead and then totally forget. So I'm not gonna lie to you, it's just human nature. Okay, but yeah, there's something about your intuition and the unknown. So you guys are stepping into the unknown. Your intuition is also telling you to step into the unknown. And there's also this feeling of, when you step into the unknown, you always receive more than you expect, because it's something that you're not supposed to know, right? And usually when we try to control situations that we shouldn't control, because the universe is already orchestrating what they need to do, sometimes things don't work out the way it's supposed to, because we're always trying to be in control, and sometimes we're not supposed to be. So if your intuition is telling you to follow the unknown, Spirit is saying to do that with whispers. Okay, so like again, your inner knowing, right? Spirit is saying to listen very deeply to your inner knowing when it comes to what you have going on right now in this situation. So even if you don't have all the answers right now, Spirit is saying that's okay. Excuse me, 333 on the timer as well. You're being supported basically. So Spirit is saying that no matter what you feel, okay, if your intuition is telling you one thing but your heart is telling you the other, Spirit is saying don't only listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, because your intuition is telling you to listen to that deep inner knowing about whatever situation you have going on. If you step into the unknown, it's like things work out better for you than you expected it, because you're not planning every single detail or single step, or stressing about every single thing. And I think that could also be the burden that you guys are releasing. It's almost like you're like, okay, you know what? I'm going to release it to the universe and let the universe work for me, and whatever happens, happens. And sometimes when you do that, that does work out. Not everybody feels like this, but for those who do believe in themselves and believe in their path, it works out better than you expected. Okay, it's almost like somebody wanting to do something, but they don't have the money or the funds to do it. And it's almost like, where am I going to get this money to do it? And then all of a sudden, miraculously, it's like either you get a sign, or somebody helps you, or you receive like some type of income from your bank, or whatever the case is, right? So yeah, abundance. I didn't even get to look at the card yet, but there's something about your abundance, right? Listening to your inner knowing when it comes to your abundance. Now, abundance does not have to be money. Abundance could be happiness. It could just be love. It could be joy. It could be doing things that you love to do that bring you happiness. Even when it comes to like the fruits of your labor, there's something about that too. Like maybe you guys work really hard and finally you're receiving either the love or the respect that you deserve. Okay, for some of you guys, there's certain things that you guys could be dealing with right now where it's like maybe you don't have anybody in your corner, but then a stranger comes out of nowhere and decides to help you or decides to be there for you in this energy. So definitely take whatever resonates with that. But when it comes to your abundance, like I said, there's something about your future self, okay? You guys are helping your future self. You guys are basically allowing yourself to follow the path you're supposed to follow. And that is why you guys are also helping your future self as well. It's almost like giving yourself a lending hand without realizing it. So say, for example, your energy is saying, I want to move out of the country. I don't want to be in, say for example, Canada. Okay, say you live in Canada, because I don't want to name a random country, right? But Canada. Say you live here and, Spirit is saying to you, you should move. You should move from Canada and move to France, or move to, I don't know, the West Indies, or move to Europe, or wherever the case is. It's almost like the universe is giving you hints and telling you should move away from this energy, or move away from, wherever you are, because you moving will start a new beginning, or will start something new for you that maybe you never thought of doing before, right? And that always happens. Usually that happens. It's like people don't realize that they can move out of the country. They can, move in a new state, or move in a new city, whatever the case is. Obviously you want to be financially stable, right? But if you feel called to do something, you just feel called to do it. Sometimes you can't even explain why you feel called to do the things that you do. You just do it. Okay, so that could be significant. We also have rest. Okay, for some of you guys. So even resting could be significant. Going to bed, getting the sleep that you need, getting the rest that you need. I did mention something about tea and coffee being very significant, where you guys could be changing up your diet, okay, changing up certain things when it comes to what you put in your body, what you drink, what you eat, okay, maybe, going for a run, things like that, right? There's something about, sixth house energy when it comes to wellness and your mental well-being and things like that, the body and all that good stuff, right? So there is something that you guys are doing to change, where maybe you are starting to get better sleep, maybe you are starting to get more rest, okay, things like that. So there's something about that too, where you could be helping your future self by resting. Okay, that could be another burden that you guys are releasing, not having to feel like you're always on go mode, like you always have to be go. Maybe you feel like you have to be like that, but Spirit's like, no, it's okay for you to rest, right? It's okay for you to rest because maybe you feel like resting would limit your beliefs, but resting is actually helping your body recuperate, basically. And when it comes to limiting your beliefs as well, someone in your energy may have limiting beliefs. So you may be very open-minded about certain things, okay, certain matters, topics, whatever it is that you guys are open to. And it's like dealing with someone in your energy who, for whatever strange reason, it's like maybe they're not as open as you. You're an open book. You don't care if somebody is gay, straight, what they do in their personal life. It has nothing to do with you, okay? Or you don't care if somebody's into tarot, or into the arts, or not into, like, you don't care, okay? So when it comes to limiting beliefs, it's almost like the rose that grew from the concrete. Okay, you could have people in your energy where it's like you can support people no matter what they believe in, but unfortunately when it comes to you guys, it's very hard to be around people that are supportive. And when you do find support, it's almost like a blessing in disguise, right? Some of you guys are learning to accept that when you get that support from whoever it is in your circle, you cherish that, you appreciate that, because it's hard to find, right? And you're not somebody who wants to limit people's beliefs, because you believe everybody deserves a chance. You believe everybody deserves to flourish and grow and, expand, right? So even if I don't like the same music as someone else, but I feel like they're very talented, I'm gonna support them. you know, like things like that, right? Like you don't have to know people to be there. Yeah, you're in alignment. So not sure who needs to hear this too. It's like whoever's trying to limit your beliefs, you are very spiritual. Maybe those are your beliefs and you're not limited. You're very open, right? And so some of you guys could be dealing with people, like I said, where, sorry guys, I'm just gonna wind up my window. Some of you guys could be dealing with people where when it comes to dealing with people who feel like, you know, you shouldn't think this way, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't, you know, you shouldn't, like just that energy of you shouldn't, right? And you're over here saying, no, I think you should, or I think you can, or, you know, I think that's a great idea, but you're very supportive. So you guys are in alignment. Don't allow anyone to make you feel like you're not in alignment with yourself. Okay, some of you guys, your chakras are all in alignment. Your mind, your body, your soul, everything is in alignment. People who try to deter you away from your purpose are the ones that are not in alignment. Okay, those are the people that are here to distract you from your path. Okay, we have cosmic flow. Like I said, you guys are going with the flow in alignment. And then we also have transformation. So like I said, allow yourself to keep moving forward. It's like you guys have the wisdom, okay, to move forward. Pearls are very significant too, but it's almost like you guys have that wisdom and that knowledge to be able to move forward, knowing that people for whatever reason want to stop your growth, or they want to hinder your growth, or they want to tell you what you should and shouldn't do, when in actuality they should be looking at you as an inspiration and saying, you know, if this person can do this, then I can do it too. 11:22 on the timer. Okay, so there's something about a new beginning and new partnerships where whatever was in the past, that's in the past. You guys are moving on. You guys are moving forward. Confirmation with the horn. And, you know, allow yourself to be excited about this path that you guys are on, or that you're going towards. Okay, guys? But I'm going to end it here. So please take whatever resonates with you. And I hope to see you guys in the next reading. And again, thank you guys for, you know, all the love and the support that you guys have been, you know, giving to me and sharing. And, you know, I hope you guys feel the energy through my readings and stuff like that, because I do want you guys to grow, and I do want you guys to flourish, because that's the whole point of this channel, right? But anyways, I want to say thank you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. All right, guys, bye.